In this remote region of Peru, indigenous Asháninka people have started growing cocoa trees and producing their own cacao beans. Their aim is to raise their standard of living and protect the forest at the same time. Agustin has radically changed his way of life. Just like the other members of the Camato community, he used to be a hunter-gatherer. He's now a cacao farmer, and he couldn't be happier with his career change.
Since I started cultivating cacao, I have been able to buy clothes for my wife and my children. I can also buy notebooks so that my children can go to school.
Agustin now exclusively grows cacao. He gave up all other activities. His success convinced the rest of this community, about 400 families, to follow in his footsteps. With cacao, earnings are higher, more regular, and more equally distributed among the community. The system is sustainable since every farmer vowed to never cultivate more than 3 hectares of land. By focusing on agriculture, the Camato community is slowly turning its back on hunting, which eases the pressure on the forest. Their life continues to be in harmony with nature, an important tenet of Asháninka tradition.
We Asháninka protect our forest, the animals and the water so that our children can keep benefiting from them. The problem is that nowadays there are not enough animals left to feed our families. There's not enough for the new generation, and that's why we must protect what's left.
Felixto is Asháninka himself. He's the one who started the cacao craze among local communities.
It has a good color, it's nice and dry now. It reached a 7% of humidity. It must be well selected before exportation.
In 2010, Felixto created Camato, an association aimed at helping Asháninka people take control of their land and avoid becoming involved in mining, logging, or drug trafficking, the main employers in the region. Felixto regularly takes a 15-hour drive to visit his cacao producers in remote communities. This allows him to check the quality of the cacao as well as maintain the trust between him and his collaborators. This is Satipo, located in Peru's Junin region. It's in this city of 200,000 inhabitants, stuck between the Andes and the Amazon, that the Camato headquarters are located. This is also where the cacao is processed into chocolate and packaged to be sold. Felixto manages all aspects of his association in Satipo. He began his journey 11 years ago with 40 hesitant farmers, and he now works with more than 450.
We're showing that everything is possible and that we can go very far. Before this, nobody thought that Asháninka people were capable of running a business. Nobody believed in us, but we're showing that we're determined to go very far.
After the cacao is processed into chocolate, it can be made into a range of products. This includes dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and even cocoa butter. These products will mostly be sold on the Peruvian domestic market, but some international clients have also taken notice.
Here we are in the warehouse with all the finished goods. This is cocoa powder, which is about to be sent to Australia and Russia. We found these clients through international cocoa fairs, just like any other company. We take part in these events in order to find new clients.
Since its creation, Camato has been supported by several international organizations like the Worldwide Fund for Nature and the Rainforest Foundation. In 2010, it was awarded the United Nations Equator Prize, which recognizes initiatives created by local communities and indigenous people. Thanks to cacao, Asháninka people can continue to live autonomously while protecting their environment for future generations.